Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Monica and welcome back. So if you don't know me, I'm a nursing student, currently a senior, but I'll be graduating in fall of 2019, so just a little spiel about me. Anyway, I wanted to make this video just to talk about relationships in nursing school. This is something I want to talk about, just because, when you're in college and stuff, a lot of like feelings happen, like if people want to date, and, if you're, maybe wondering if you're just starting out, like, should I date, while I'm in nursing school, because it is kind of a new territory. So I just kind of want to offer my personal advice, and my experiences, and just in case, and like I just want to speak really informal, like a little chit chat. I think those are the most fun videos to watch, so I'm not going to be reading their notes or have a script, just because I want to be real, and so yeah. So I started off pre-nursing my freshman year completely single. I wanted to do that just because I was moving to a new town. I wanted to focus on, school, like it's a big part, like for nursing school, you do have to get good grades, in order to get into the program, and that can be tough, when you're starting new classes and you're moving somewhere and trying to meet friends all at the same time. It can be difficult. So I made the decision for myself personally, just not to try to date anyone like the first semester at least. Which I wasn't concerned about because my school is 70% girls, so I was like, there's no way I'll ever find someone, so I wasn't really worried. And that was a good decision for me. Just focusing on, anatomy and physiology, it's a tough course, and so I really wanted to try to get the best grades possible and still have a social life and still explore lacrosse and have fun with my friends and everything, so that was a good decision. Yeah, and then, but I mean, I was, like interested in like a guy, but it didn't work out, which was good. And, but I wasn't too serious about it just because I didn't want to get in the way of, me trying to get into nursing school. Because, that's the goal, you don't come to college to find, a boyfriend, or you shouldn't. You come like to nursing school and to try to get into nursing school because you want a career, and it's a hard profession, and it's a hard major, and so you really have to want it, and you have to focus, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy, even just pre-nursing. So I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just like, it is a commitment. So yeah, and then second semester, towards the end, I did find someone, and he was a pre-nursing major as well. So we were both freshmen, and yeah, so we were both taking like anatomy and physiology too. And so that was cool, just because we got to like, talk about like our hopes for nursing school, like all the terminology and like CNA stuff and all that. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, so fast forward, we did start nursing school together, so we were in the same cohort. So we were together, yeah, for like all of nursing school basically. So that was a lot of fun. I can't speak for anyone who isn't, like with a nursing major. Just from my experience with talking with people, it can be a bit of an adjustment, just because, if they're not used to like the amount of time it takes to study, all the different kind of memorization and really clinical understanding and practicing procedures, like IVs and trach care and all of that stuff, that does take a lot of time. And so some people who are nursing may not understand, and that can be a bit of a issue, especially because this is your life now, so either they adjust or they don't, and that's really not your fault. Nursing school has to become a priority, one of them, in order to do well and to start your career off, not, you know, if you're looking for like a major where you don't have to spend a lot of time, you know, nursing's definitely not that. But, you know, I think if you find someone who isn't nursing and they are accepting and they can adjust well to the fact that, you know, like you need to take time to study for a test and you need to practice your skills and you have clinicals and, you know, you get really tired after that and, you know, may only get to hang out for a little bit and you might not be able to go out as many dates. You know, you can't go on maybe like, I don't know, if you want to do like 5 dates a week, that might be too much for you. But, so if they can adjust to that, you know, that's great. But if not, then they're not the one for you, because you shouldn't have to choose between, like, you know, your major and a person, you know, because you work too hard to give that up. You know, if nursing is your dream, then that's your dream, and, you know, no one should get in the way of that. So yeah, that's just, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, so, me and this guy, we were together for a lot of nursing school, and it was amazing. You know, we were always like had each other's back, you know, we were teammates. We could always talk about, you know, like our professors and what happened at clinical, and, you know, like I would be able to tell him like, oh my gosh, I saw birth today, and he would tell me like, you know, being in the OR and stuff and how that was, and we get to like laugh about, you know, like different stuff. And like it's fun too, like if you are with a nursing major or someone in the healthcare profession, you know, like you can talk about like puke and blood and organs at the dinner table and it's no big deal, you know. But like some people are like, I can't talk about that. So that's really fun. And also too, you know, you have someone to kind of go through this journey with. You know, it can be hard, it can be very stressful, and studying and getting back test scores, you know, but like they understand what you're going through because they're going through it too. So that can be really nice. I really enjoyed that. And just, you know, having, you know, like your nursing school, you know, your nursing school teammates, you know, you're in this together, and, you know, and they're your best friend and you can tell them everything, and that's awesome. And so I really enjoyed that. You know, being with someone who was in like my same boat, you know, like in nursing school, talked about, you know, your dreams of like what kind of nurse you want to be. Do you want to go on to be an NP, you know, like a nurse practitioner? So that's really fun. I really enjoyed that just because, you know, like I could really relate to him in that, you know, like we were in the same boat, and, you know, we could really relate on an aspect, understand the terminology, you know, like episiotomy and all that stuff. So that was really cool. Yeah. So that was really cool. Like we went through all these nursing courses together, and that was a lot of fun. You know, I really did enjoy that. Yeah, so we were together from the end of freshman year, so about 2.5 years. As of recently, you know, he did break up with me, just a little, like a month ago. So yeah, so that's a little like life update that's new for me. You know, I'm doing nursing school alone. But, you know, I mean, it's also too, you know, when, you know, it's awesome when you're dating someone and you're in nursing school and they're, you know, they're your teammate and they support you and you support each other, and all of a sudden that's gone. You know, that can be hard, and that sucks. You know, it's okay to admit that sucks, and it's okay to be sad, but at the end of the day, you can't let it affect your academics, because you have worked too hard to get here, you know, to sacrifice that for someone. So, you know, you just have to accept that, you know, like I need to do this, you know, I need to do this for my future self. I need to learn this stuff because I want to be the best nurse possible, and if that means I'm doing it alone and single, then that's the way it's gonna be, and that's okay. You know, you don't have to be in a relationship in nursing school or any college to be happy. You know, like, sure, it's different. You know, you might not have that support system that you had before, but, you know, you can find other support systems. You know, you can journal. If you have free counseling services at your university, that's very nice. You know, friends, and to, you know, and try to give people the benefit of the doubt, you know, like they might understand all the terminology you're going to use, or the different equipment you're talking about, or different procedures, but if you give them a chance, you know, it's still nice to have someone to listen to you, even if they don't understand what you're talking about. It's still really nice. Yeah, so don't shut those people out and think that you can't talk about this with anyone anymore, because you definitely can. Another thing too, you know, if you have to realize that if you do date someone during nursing school, that, you know, your priority, you still have to make nursing school a priority, and if something does happen, something bad, you know, then you have to still pick yourself up and keep going with it. You know, you can cry, you know, like I've been there, but you still have to get yourself to class, get yourself through studying, do the best that you can, because you're worth it, you know. You came to nursing school to be a nurse, you know. You did not come to find a boyfriend or a lifelong partner. And yeah, so, and you're gonna graduate and you're gonna get that diploma and be so proud of yourself. So just don't give up on yourself. You know, you're still worthy. You're still gonna do great. You just have to kind of pick yourself up and remind yourself, you know, why you're doing this, and kind of fall in love with, you know, nursing all over again. You know, it's for sure different alone. You know, I'm going through that now, I understand. But it's still good, and you just have to keep busy. You know, like, you know, if you're in clubs, do that. If you need to exercise, it's a great, you know, like, you know, nursing school, endorphins help with stress, you know, getting good sleep, all that kind of self-care is really important. So yeah, yeah, so do I think dating in nursing school and having a relationship in nursing school is okay? Absolutely. I think you just have to be the right kind of person, find the right kind of partner who will accept you for kind of being also in a relationship with nursing school too, you know? And you won't, and if they're okay with that and they're accepting and they're loving and supportive, that's great. But if they're like, oh, you study too much, you don't hang out with me enough, you know, that can be an issue. So yeah, so remember, it's not you, you know, so you have to do what you have to do to get through nursing school. So just remember that. So I think absolutely, if you can do it, you know, it's definitely time management too. You know, you have to be able to, hey, you know, like, let's go on a date. You know, I'm gonna read my chapter, and then I'm gonna go, like, treat myself, and we'll go out and, you know, go see a movie, or go out to eat, or go bowling, or mini golf, or whatever. But you have to, you know, time management, and that's something you have to learn. And, you know, if they can't accept that, or if they're like, yeah, that, you know, that sounds good, do what you need to do, and that's great. Yeah, but you definitely need to find someone who is accepting of your journey, you know, because it's a hard journey. It's stressful, it's, you know, like, physically draining, mentally draining, all of that stuff, but it's so worth it. You know, there is a silver lining at the end of all of this, you know, so, and also enjoy the process, you know. You're only in college, like undergrad, hopefully once, so just enjoy it and have fun, and don't think that, like, also some people too say, like, I don't have time to date, I don't have time for a boyfriend, which might be true for some people, but if you really want to be with someone, and if someone really wants to be with you, they will make time, you know, like, it might not be 3 hours one-on-one every day, but if they really want to be with you, they will find time, I guarantee it. The busiest person, if they want to be with you, they'll find time. So, yeah. So, I hope this helps, you know. You know, if you have a relationship and you're lucky enough to be with someone, that's great. And, you know, also too, you know, being with someone who is in nursing school is even, you know, is really cool, because then you get to kind of go through this journey together and really understand each other and be a teammate and be a great loving support system, and that's awesome. So, but if you don't find someone, don't beat yourself up, you know, like, there's so much time for that. I think people are like, oh my god, I'm gonna be alone forever. Like, girl, you're 20, you're fine. So yeah, and I'm gonna be okay, you know. It's been tough, but I'm gonna be okay, you know, and you're gonna be okay too. You just have to believe in yourself and know that it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna be the best nurse that I can be. And so yeah, so I just kind of want to end it on that. You know, losing someone, it sucks. I'm there right now. It sucks. Your best friend, your everything, your whole world, who you thought was your lifelong partner. I get it, but you know, you still have to pick yourself up at the end if something does happen, because you are worth it. You are worthy of doing well in nursing school, and you're gonna be fine and you're gonna do great. So yeah, so I hope you guys all had a wonderful day. Hope school's going well for everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, you know. So yeah, thanks guys, bye.